I took NAC every day for 30 days, and in this video I'm going to show you what NAC actually does in your body, why hospitals use it in emergencies, the one mistake most people make with it, and the 4 surprising changes I noticed after 30 days. But first we need to understand something important. What NAC actually? NAC stands for N-Acetyl Cysteine. It's a stabilized form of an amino acid called cysteine. Now, cysteine may not sound exciting, but inside your body it helps produce something incredibly important, glutathione. And glutathione is often called the master antioxidant, not because it's trendy, but because it's literally the primary antioxidant inside your cells, and that distinction matters, because antioxidants outside the cell don't do nearly as much as the ones inside. And this is exactly where NAC comes in. Why glutathione matters. Every second your cells are producing energy. But that energy production creates oxidative stress. Think of it like a small fire inside every cell. A little fire is necessary, but too much, and it begins damaging proteins, DNA, and mitochondria. That's where glutathione steps in. It neutralizes free radicals, protects your cells, and helps your body detox harmful compounds. Your body can only make glutathione if it has enough cysteine, and cysteine is often the rate-limiting ingredient, meaning it's the bottleneck. If cysteine is low, glutathione drops. And that's where NAC becomes powerful, because NAC is basically a delivery system for cysteine. Hospital uses. This is also why NAC is used in hospitals around the world. Doctors use it for 2 major reasons. First, NAC is a mucolytic. It helps break down thick mucus in the lungs, which is why it's sometimes used for respiratory conditions. But the second use is even more interesting. In emergency rooms, NAC is actually used as the standard treatment for acetaminophen overdose. When someone takes too much acetaminophen, the liver rapidly loses glutathione. Without glutathione, the liver begins to fail. NAC can restore glutathione fast enough to save the liver. But here's something important. The doses used in hospitals are extremely high and short-term. That doesn't mean you should take high doses every day. Which brings us to dosage. Most NAC supplements on the market contain 600 milligrams capsules. That dose is commonly used for short-term therapeutic support. But for long-term daily use, the body actually needs far less. Around 100 milligrams per day can be enough to support glutathione production over time. More is not always better, because your body is constantly balancing oxidation and reduction. And if you push that balance too far, you can actually interfere with natural stress responses, which leads to something called redox balance. Your body works best in balance. You need some oxidation to produce energy. Your immune system even uses oxidation to kill pathogens, but antioxidants like glutathione act as the counterbalance. Think of it like this: oxidation is fire, antioxidants are fire extinguishers. Both are useful. But if you flood the system with too many antioxidants, you may weaken the body's natural adaptive responses. So the goal with NAC isn't to overwhelm the system. It's to support the body's natural chemistry. But there's another factor most people completely overlook: methylation. Inside your body, billions of chemical reactions happen every second. Many of them rely on something called methylation. Methylation is basically the transfer of a tiny chemical group called CH3. It might sound small, but this process controls things like detoxification, neurotransmitters, hormone breakdown, and gene expression. And importantly, methylation also plays a role in glutathione production, meaning NAC works best when methylation pathways are functioning properly. And here's where it gets interesting: gene mutation problem. There's a gene called MTHFR. It controls an enzyme responsible for regulating methylation. More than 50% of people worldwide have a variation of this gene, When that happens, the body may struggle to recycle homocysteine efficiently and produce enough methyl groups. This can lead to higher inflammation, impaired detox pathways, and lower glutathione production, which means some people take NAC, but their body still struggles to use it efficiently. And that's why some advanced supplements combine NAC with nutrients that support methylation. Some formulations combine NAC with B vitamins, methyl donors, and other cofactors that help support the entire glutathione pathway, because NAC alone is just one piece of the puzzle. Supporting the entire pathway can help the body convert cysteine into glutathione more efficiently, but regardless of the supplement you choose. The real question is this: what actually happens when someone takes NAC consistently? So after taking it for 30 days, here's what I noticed. Several things started changing. First, my stress tolerance improved. Since glutathione helps protect mitochondria, energy production became more stable. Instead of energy spikes and crashes, things felt smoother. Second, my breathing felt clearer. Since NAC helps break down mucus, many people notice improved respiratory comfort. Third, my recovery from workouts felt faster. Reduced oxidative stress allows muscles to repair more efficiently. And finally, my sleep quality improved, because glutathione and methylation both influence neurotransmitter balance. When those systems are working better, the nervous system tends to regulate itself more smoothly. Now, everyone's experience will be different, but these effects are consistent with what researchers have observed about NAC's role in cellular protection. So NAC is not a magic pill, but it is one of the most researched compounds in nutritional science. Used correctly, it can support glutathione production, detox pathways, and cellular resilience. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel we break down the science behind nutrients and show you how they actually affect your body. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.